Here are 10 wild animals that broke into people's homes. What's happening? Welcome back to FTD Facts. Leroy Kenton here. Let's jump into this one. Number 10 brings us an incident with a mountain lion. Officials reported that a mountain lion entered a residence in Santa Rosa on November 28, 2022 and proceeded to drag a dog outside. Now, the wild animal was eventually euthanized by a trapper from Sonoma County on December 3rd, 2022. Ken Paglia, the spokesperson for the California Department of Fish and Wildlife, confirmed that a depredation permit had been issued to the county for this particular animal, which had also eaten goats on the same property. Now, Rebecca Cracker, who is the owner of the dog and the goats, recounted the mountain lion's attack, stating that while she was in the living room observing her two dogs at play, her older border collie began growling in the kitchen, and that's when she went to go and look, and then she saw it being dragged outside by the mountain lion. The mountain lion had gained access to the home through an open kitchen door. Number 9 leads us to an incident with a bear. Upon returning home, a homeowner in Connecticut received an unexpected surprise. A bear had made its way into his West Hartford residence. Bill Priest, the homeowner, managed to overcome all of his shock and quickly grabbed a chair to create a barrier between himself as well as the bear. With some coaxing, he successfully guided the bear out through the front door. During its time inside the home, the bear made itself quite comfortable, and Bill Priest revealed that it had indulged in an entire bag of marshmallows and other snacks. Now, the bear ended up returning to the property 24 hours later, attempting to enter the home again, but it was unable to do so. That sneaky bear. Fortunately though, no injuries were reported. Coming up at number 8, here we have a moose. Barbara Nichols' typical morning routine unfolded in her Soldotna, Alaska residence as usual. She said, "On a regular morning, I let the dog outside and I never shut the door all the way, so he came back in himself." Her dog, Jessie, returned to the house. However, this time he brought an unexpected companion along. To Barbara Nichols' surprise, a moose, which typically reaches an average height of about 6 feet in Alaska, entered her living room. And she said this: "He came walking into the living room. I stood up and took about 2 steps and realized there was a huge moose in my house that had just followed Jessie in." Subsequently, Barbara contacted the police, who arrived and assisted in coaxing the moose out of the house. Coming down to the number 7 spot, we have a gator. No homeowner ever wants to experience this. This incident in Florida left a 77-year-old woman startled when she discovered an 11-foot alligator in her kitchen early Friday one morning. Mary Weisshusen, the homeowner, was awakened around 3:30 a.m. by a loud crash in her Clearwater, Florida residence, and upon investigating, she found herself face to face with a massive reptile. The male alligator had entered through some low windows in the kitchen, according to the Clearwater Police Department, and feeling alarmed, the homeowner promptly locked herself in her bedroom and dialed 911. However, she wasn't the first to notice the situation. Patricia P. Cora, who was a newspaper delivery person in the neighborhood, spotted the alligator attempting to enter the sewer, and this was before it broke into the house, so she also had called 911. Now, the gator was eventually removed from the home without causing any harm, so that was a good thing. Number 6 spot takes us to an incident involving a bobcat. Upon returning home, a homeowner in San Manuel, Arizona received an unexpected surprise when they discovered a bobcat comfortably just lounging in their dog's bed. The Arizona Game and Fish Department in Tucson shared pictures of the bobcat on Twitter, providing details about the incident. According to the agency, the homeowner suspected that the bobcat had entered through an unlocked doggy door. Unfortunately, the bobcat managed to escape before an officer could arrive at the scene, so it's just out roaming loose. Now, the Arizona Game and Fish Department took the opportunity to remind citizens not to handle or approach trapped or injured wildlife. They urge people to promptly contact the authorities in such situations. From there, we move on to a kangaroo. Manfred Zabinskas, a wildlife rescuer, compared the aftermath of a kangaroo breaking into an Australian home to a chilling scene from Alfred Hitchcock's iconic movie Psycho. Manfred Zabinskas, he was greeted by a very disturbing distressing scene, and he recalls, "As soon as we entered the home, we could see blood on the walls. There was blood all over the carpet, and I saw into the laundry and there was blood splattered everywhere." The kangaroo had dashed through the house in a state of panic, causing significant damage and leaving chaos everywhere it went. Eventually, the exhausted animal collapsed into the washroom, and that's where the surprised family managed to lock the door and alert the police. Mafi Akohavo, a member of the family who was awakened by the commotion, expressed his astonishment, stating that he had never encountered a kangaroo before this incident. In the number 4 spot, let's talk about this turkey that broke into this home. Captured on video footage, a turkey's wild rampage both inside and outside of an Ohio home left the Miami Township Police Department receiving an unprecedented call on the evening of Monday, October 3rd, 2022. Body cam footage from one of the officers documented the scene, and the officers discovered a large turkey occupying one of the rooms. The turkey had forcefully entered the home, causing books and papers to scatter across the floor. Meanwhile, the homeowner also recorded the incident. The officer pursued the turkey armed with a large net, and then the officer eventually was able to capture the turkey, which was entangled in a net. They proceeded towards the door, passing an overturned piece of furniture, all while the bird continued its struggle. And then upon reaching the doorway, the turkey suddenly burst free from the net, landing on the floor and swiftly flew back into the room. And the turkey escaped through a broken window, bringing this whole ordeal to an end. Coming down to number 3 spot, we have an incident with a black bear. Tennessee Wildlife Resources Agency reported that a black bear broke into a rental home in downtown Gatlinburg, Tennessee, attacking a man who was inside. The incident occurred around 11 p.m. on Sunday, October 23rd, 2022, and the bear gained access to the house through a set of French doors that were locked but not deadbolted. The bear charged at the man inside and in the kitchen, swatted at him, causing severe injuries. Fortunately, the man was able to secure himself inside of a bedroom where he called 911. The Tennessee Wildlife Resources Agency successfully trapped and euthanized the black bear. Coming down to the number 2 spot, we have an elephant. In an extraordinary incident on June 26, 2022, a wild elephant in a neighborhood caught a captivating scent and followed its nose to a particular home in the district, and the event was captured by a security camera inside of the house. The footage shows a calm and empty kitchen until an elephant trunk suddenly pierces through one of the walls from the outside and starts exploring the kitchen space. Guided by its senses, the trunk discovers some treats and proceeds to carefully extract them. Eventually, the entire upper body of the elephant bursts into the room. After satisfying its appetite with the stolen goodies, the elephant casually wanders away. Now, Samuel Babu, the homeowner, shared that he and his family were upstairs asleep when they heard the elephant forcefully break through the kitchen wall. Ending this episode off at number 1, we have a snake. So in early 2023, a homeowner in Gladstone, Queensland, Australia discovered a dangerous eastern brown snake inside her washing machine. The snake catcher called to handle the situation described the homeowner as nervous and shaken up. Tom Madden from the Madden's Gladstone Regional Reptile Catcher stated that he spotted the snake's head at the top of the washing machine near the electrical components. He carefully prodded and coaxed the snake out, allowing it to exit on its own before swiftly capturing it in a snake catching bag. Eastern brown snakes are notorious for their venomous bites and are responsible for more snake-related fatalities in Australia than any other species. They tend to react very defensively when they feel threatened. So this concludes this episode of 10 wild animals that broke into people's homes. Yeah, very interesting. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, don't forget to leave a big thumbs up. Until next time, guys, stay awesome, stay educated, and I'll see you in the next episode.